CSI Group Podcast, distributing with technology. Joshua Frizzle, Antonios Smalios, Chris Washington, Ricky White, and me, Darian Smith. We are Team Leopard.
The subject of this video is distributing your work. For this instance, we'll pick music. First, let's find out why do you want to distribute your music. Maybe it's the need for validation, a subconscious desire to shine and be looked up to and accepted. Or maybe it is the unending quest for money and the things it can buy. In any case, you need to get your work exposed to the masses. With the progress of the internet and its offshoots like Facebook and YouTube, everyone can post their music to the public. Hopefully, if there are enough likes and viewers, and after a couple of 100,000 of these likes, the project can be submitted to a record company, or in lieu of such massive numbers, you may join certain websites which will shop your music to those record companies at a fee, of course. There are other ways of distributing your music provided the music is good enough that people will buy it. After all, that is the premise of business, profit. Once the music is presentable to a professional level in terms of the music and its methods of presentation, such as in the form of a professional CD, then distribution becomes easier in terms of who is searching for your product and will distribute it. I would also like to introduce you to MIDEM. This is a congress which meets once a year in the south of France in a city called Cannes. The event happens in January each year and only in Cannes. When someone pays to join in September, they have access to most of the record, publishing, touring, and managing companies around the world. This is when meetings, listening sessions, and legal contracts are being scheduled, and once at the event, the finalization happens. However, this venture is on the expensive side considering the congress fee, the travel and hotel expenses, and not to mention the nightlife, where most of the deals are secured. If you'd rather not spend the $15,000 to $20,000 for this venture, then maybe YouTube and Facebook might not be a bad idea. The bottom line is, how much do you believe in your music and how much can you invest in it?
After digital recording became possible, it opened the door for the artist. Cassette tapes now could be recorded digitally. Digitalization changed everything for the artist. It was a new frontier beginning. Then CDs, compact discs, came along. They were even more efficient and easier to manipulate for the listener, and became extremely popular. Vinyl and cassette tapes faded away, which gave way to record stores and the local retail stores to sell only CDs. The hard drive and the MP3, a computer audio file, took digital recording to seemingly endless possibilities for the artist. Before, artists would have to go to a recording studio to create their music. Then, if they were popular, the record companies would control the distribution. With the advancement of the digital world and a little thing called the internet and the explosion of the personal computer in almost every household, it created a platform which gave the artist the ability to create massive professional sound and recordings at home, a room, or a small space. Also, with the creation of the MP3 player, listeners could, from their very own home, download songs to the player via a computer file, and the sound is incredible. With the internet and various websites like iTunes and YouTube, to name the most popular ones, artists can make their music available and distribute it worldwide. With technology now, there seems to be no barriers for the artist to distribute his or her work. Artists and bands can create their very own websites and be heard by the professional industry and sell their music from their very own websites. The opportunities are endless for an artist to distribute and market their work. If people like it and want to hear it, for the artist, the sky's the limit, as they say.
Distributing your work. In today's world, getting your music out to the public is literally at the click of a button. Technology has taken the front seat of distribution versus the traditional shopping your demo method. Just 20 years ago, an artist had to visit several music labels or give their music out on the street, hoping that the right person hears their music. Now, in the technology age, an artist can get their music to anyone who has an email address. Or an artist could use the services of companies such as Reverb Nation, SoundCloud, and Unsigned to get their music out to the public. This new wave of technology transcends what used to take hours and hours to accomplish with just a click of your mouse. So remember, if you want to get your music out into the public, go digital.